Alright guys, hopefully this video will turn out better. Anyway, keeps kicking me out and stuff, so I'm about ready to forgo it and try it later or something. Anyway, welcome to Jason's Trucking Info. If you've never been here before, this channel is all about helping truck drivers become even better truck drivers. So if that's what you're looking for, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell. Please give a like, it helps the channel. And leave any questions or comments below, and I will answer your comments as I come across them. So, the topic is, do years of experience in trucking matter? Yes, but there are a few things I have to say about that. For one, I know many drivers that were better drivers when they first got out of trucking than they are several years later down the road because of they became complacent and didn't work on their driving skills on all aspects of truck driving. They didn't work on it, and they kind of just learned some habits. They learned a lot of good and bad habits over the years. So, that being said, some truckers get better over the years and some truckers get worse over the years. And um, it all depends on how much the individual truck driver makes the decision to pay attention to not only just themselves, but to watch other drivers and to learn. Watch and learn from other people's mistakes, other truckers' mistakes. When you go to a shipper or receiver or a truck stop or wherever you're at, watch other people backing. Watch what other truckers do while they're backing. Really pay attention to other truck. Watch the mistakes they make and watch how they get themselves out of it. Really pay attention to everything going on. And especially if you go to like a shipper or receiver that has a really difficult back that you're going to have to do where they have a dock that you're just not even sure how the world you're going to get into it. Well, if you're lucky enough that there are people ahead of you, truckers ahead of you going in there, watch what they do, watch how they're getting in there. Don't just sit there and play on your phone. Don't go back and take a taking a nap because you've got a couple hours because you got an appointment and it's not for 2 hours or something. Watch your phone. It says no caller ID. I don't answer. Anyway, um, lost my train of thought. But years of experience does matter only for the fact that you can't help to learn some stuff over time. But you got to get into the truck driving industry and learn from everybody around you. Pay attention to all the people that are doing stuff right and the people that are doing stuff wrong, and put all that as information together and learn mistakes so to make so many and work on being a better backer, a better shifter, a better um, try to really um, really pay attention to what's going on around you. And as you gain experience, things do get easier, but you will always be learning something new in the truck driving industry, and they're always making changes to it. And you're always going to have new things to learn. So get out there and pay attention to what's going on. So, okay, was weird. All from the Johnston police in back in Des Moines, and somebody I don't even know gave them my phone number to ask me if okay to drive a golf cart on a public roadway. Okay, I don't know who that is. I don't golf carts, so whatever. Don't remember. Must be no. So anyhow, years of experience does matter, but you're gonna have to get out there. When you get into truck driving school, they are not going to teach you everything you need to know in trucking school when you get out with a driver trainer. There is so much more you are going to learn when you get out on your own. Okay. Hopefully, you can watch videos who will show you what some of those things you really, especially your first couple of years, you're going to have to really pay attention. You not only have to learn stuff about how to drive the truck and backing and stuff, but there's all the other stuff that has nothing to do with the truck itself or that stuff. There is having to deal with shippers and having to deal with the, the customers you go to, and just there's just so much stuff that goes into it that is just hard to really explain in a video without actually putting it on video. You know what I mean? But as you get your years of experience, you're always going to run into new situations, and you're always going to be learning new places, especially if you're a regular over the road driver. You're going to be going to new places all the time, and you're constantly going to be learning new ways to get places, new roads, new highways that you've never taken, that you weren't sure if you could take. Now you know you can take them, or that you can't take them. And try to learn how to chain, because it is something very important. Learn how to chain, learn how to stop the least amount of time as possible while you're driving. I don't know how many drivers I know that stop constantly. They do not know how to keep their foot to the floor. They do not know how to keep driving and get as far as they can before they stop to take a bathroom break. If the only stop you make is your mandatory half hour break in an 8 hour period, if that's the only time you stop your whole shift, you are doing good. You also got to learn to try to keep your foot to the floor. The only exception to that is maybe if you are trying to conserve fuel mileage by driving at a lower speed. That might be the only real exception to that. But and if you're trying to save fuel economy, don't use your um, cruise control, because that uses more fuel. But the only way you're going to get the experience is to get out there and do it and learn. And hopefully you get a decent trainer who takes the time to teach you stuff. And the problem is these guys get out here, driver trainers, and they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what questions to ask. And they don't tell you that you need to ask this thing or that thing, or that you need to, you know, that stuff that you learn over time. And there's all kinds of questions you're going to have to learn to ask, like how often are you going to get paid? How do you do this? And how do you do that? What macros do this? I mean, depending on what kind of electronic logging system you have in your truck and how your messages work and your logs work and all that. It's all stuff you're going to learn over time and you're going to make mistakes. Don't get out there and get hard on yourself because you make mistakes. You're going to make a gazillion mistakes, but make sure that you learn from your mistakes. Evaluate every mistake you make and everything you do right so that you get better. Okay? But don't be hard on yourself. Don't be one of those people that is really hard on yourself. And it's going to take time. And remember that you're going to have to get at least 2 years of experience before you're really considered that you know what you're doing. And even then, I know guys have been driving a long time that don't know what they're doing. First, they just can't seem to pay attention. They make a lot of mistakes. They get in a rush. This run that I'm on now, I've been on for 5 years, and I have had co-drivers that just could not make good time. They're constantly stopping and constantly doing stuff, and then setting themselves up for failure because they get too excited and anxious, and they're trying to do good. Two guys that were on this run as a team, and they both hindered themselves. This run has so much time on it. It's you really got to be really screwing up to make bad time on this. Unless they actually close I-70 in the mountains or through here for something, you even then, depending on how long they close it for, you can still make it on time, especially on the second half of this run. It's a little tighter when we first leave Des Moines and head towards Vegas. Um, there's still time. I mean, time to stop and eat a couple times and time to do a few things and still make it to Vegas on time and swap trailers with the other driver. And then we got gobs of time to come back and get all the way over to Chicago to drop off the trailer and wait to get our other load. Gobs of time. But we had two guys that, between the two of them, one guy wouldn't drive his full drive shifts and would stop and lollygag. The other one was constantly stopping and would waste time getting food and stuff. And between the two of them, they were late everywhere they went most of the time. So don't do that. Don't until you start learning exactly how long it's going to take you to get places, until you learn enough about making your runs and stuff, don't mess around. Make the best time. Try to run hard and try not to stop as much as possible. And when you first start out, you're going to be like me and um, one of my last co-drivers at CRST. When we first got out on the road, we were afraid to stop to take showers. We would go a whole week without showering because we were afraid to stop because we were afraid to be late. And there was time that we were just afraid to do it. And then eventually, after a while, we just said screw it, and we just started stopping, checking to see if we had time to take if we could get in right away at a shower, and go in, take a shower real quick, and get right back on the road. Those are things that you are going to have to learn over time, and you're going to learn which truck stops are usually easier to get in and out of. I know if I go to LaSalle, Illinois, at mile marker 77 in on I-80 in Illinois that I can get in and out in the shower usually pretty quick. In the afternoon, there's never a wait. They always have parking there. You can always get a parking spot, usually up close, and usually they got a huge lot there, tons of parking. It's one of the old style flats, and it's got Denny's in there, and those are things you're going to have to learn. Teach you all those little things. So get out there and get your experience and learn and take notes of every little thing that happens. Make sure you get your rewards cards from every truck stop that you expect. TA Ultra One card, Pilots and Flying J's has a My Rewards card. Loves has a My Rewards card. Sap Brothers has a rewards card. Um, I think even Speedways and there's some other ones out there you can get rewards cards from. And if you're going to them frequently enough, then a rewards card. And every time you get fuel at them places or buy stuff there, swipe your rewards cards and you'll get points. And then over time, you'll points will just really someday you'll be able to buy something like you'll have hundreds of dollars worth of points on your card. And you can go buy a GPS or something, stuff for the truck or whatever you want to spend it on. Anyway, so in any case, experience does matter, but make sure you pay attention. Get out there and get your experience. Don't be a driver who gets out here and is best driver you ever be when you're first out of trucking, and then as you get out there and you get your experience, you become a worse driver. Don't be one of those guys. Watch your diet. Try to get out of the truck once in a while. Get some exercise whenever possible. Try to go for some short walks every once in a while. Watch what you're eating. Pay attention and take care of yourself. Be safe. Pay attention to everything going on around you. Live and learn. Learn from other people's mistakes. You can make less of your own, and just get out there and make it happen. If being a truck driver is what you want to do, make it work and keep at it, and you won't be able to help but learn how to be a better truck driver as passes. You can't help but to be a better truck driver, but only you make it so. It is all up to you. So, on that note, I'm gonna let this video be and kick this video off. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button below, hit the bell button so you're notified of all my upcoming videos. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, leave those down there below and I will respond to those as soon as I see them and have a chance to do so. So thanks for watching, guys, and I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks.